Okay, so welcome back. This is part 2 of turn 14. We've just finished the Union event phase. We're going to move on to the Union action phase. So as always, roll 1d6. 1 to 4 is a move. If the counter is in attack position number 4, possibly a charge. 5 to 6 is a volley, also with the possibility of resolving the sharpshooter event. So we start off with attack track A, and throughout the game, no Union regiment has marched down here, so skip past that. Attack track B, foremost counter is the 8th Ohio. They have a cohesion of 2. So if it's cohesion 1, they'll automatically resolve crouch and reform, but 2 is okay. So 1d6, that's a 3, so that's a march. So the 8th Ohio will advance forward into attack position number 4. Okay, attack track C, 14th Indiana is here. Okay, so 1d6, 3 again is a march. So they move from attack position number 2 to attack position number 3. Okay, 130th Pennsylvania. So because they're in attack position number 4, there's a possibility of a charge. So 1 to 4 on D6, followed by 1 to 4 again on D6, will mean a charge. So let's see what we get. And we roll a 5, so that's a volley. Okay, so volley is going to be 1d6 and then compare it to the cohesion. So let's go through the modifiers. So there's a smoke token, so it's 2 minus 1. Range is 0, so it's down to 1. No exposed token. So 1d6, 1 will be a hit, and a natural 1 will also check for the sharpshooter event. So let's see what we get with 1d6. We get a 3, so it's a miss. Okay, so no damage is done. And then 29th Massachusetts is the foremost counter on attack track E, so 1d6, get a 2, that's a march. Okay, so after resolving the actions for the foremost counters, any Union counter in a rear attack position will now move forward. So 63rd New York advances here, 69th New York advances here, 7th West Virginia cannot move forward. They can't move forward. We've got a cohesion check to make here for the 5th Maryland. So 1d6, 1 will increase the cohesion by 1. And we get a 3, so cohesion remains at 1, and the crouch token will also remain attached. 29th Massachusetts, there's no Union counter in a rear attack position, so nothing to resolve there. So that concludes the Union action phase. Okay, remove exposed tokens. There are no exposed tokens there, so that's skipped. Union deployment phase, no more deployment for the rest of the game now. Confederate action phase, so 4 action die to determine which actions will be available. So let me just get a bigger, this is all detailed down here with a summation of the rules for the Confederates, but let me just use this bigger sheet here so you can see it more clearly. So 4 action die. We're going to resolve each action die to a column and then choose one of the oh God, would you believe it? And then resolve and then choose one of the actions. Okay, so the ones, there's no orders token, so I can't re-roll anything. So the 2 1s means there's no action available. The 2 gives us a choice of fire, could also be exposed fire, oblique fire, or reload, quick reload. 3 is inspire or fire. Just a quick point actually from turn 13, Shane pointed out that there was some confusion about which counter had performed the cohesion check. It should have been the 4th North Carolina. So the if you looked at turn 13, they made the cohesion check. They didn't make a cohesion check. So they went from 4 to 5, they remain on 4. So the 2 1s are completely discounted. So what do we want to do here then? So, I mean, we're going to have to reload somewhere. Actually, we could probably maybe do a quick reload. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick reload with these guys, and then Yeah, maybe I can do oblique fire here to possibly get rid of these ones, because otherwise the 6 Alabama is just going to sit there for the rest of the game doing nothing, because there's nothing coming down attack track A. And then if there's any charges here, I'm just going to have to absorb them. Okay, let's do that then. So I'm going to do a quick reload with 2nd North Carolina and the oblique fire. So they're going to fire into an adjacent attack track from the 6th Alabama. So let's go through the quick reload first of all. Okay, so quick reload gives me the opportunity to reload and potentially fire in the same turn. I need to make a cohesion check. There are no modifiers. If the cohesion check is successful, 2nd North Carolina will turn back upright, and I can then resolve a fire attack. The problem and the risk is that if the quick reload cohesion check fails, then they remain in this position and they don't reload. So I've kind of like missed a turn basically, but under the circumstances, I want to try and get the 8th Ohio removed while their cohesion is down to 2. So 1d6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a successful reload, and we get a 5. Oh, I thought it was going to come up 6 there for a second. Okay, so they're turned upright again, and the miniature ball value is reduced from 3 down to 2. Okay, and I can now resolve an attack. So I also have to make a cohesion check for that, okay? So let's go through the modifiers. There's a smoke token, so it's -1. There's a +1 bonus for range. So -1 +1 cancels each other out, and it's on a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be a hit. Devastating fire, natural 1 does apply because the miniature ball value is 2 or higher. So 1 to 5 is a hit, and we get a 3. Excellent. So that cohesion is reduced from 2 down to 1. Okay, and now I resolve, and sorry, they're going to have to reload again in the next turn. So 6 Alabama, they're going to use oblique fire. Oblique fire is attacking a Union counter in the adjacent attack track, and that imposes a -1 penalty. So we've got -1 for oblique fire, -1 again for smoke, that's -2, +1 for range is -1. So cohesion is 4 down to 3. So 1, 2, 3 will be a hit, and we'll take out the 8th Ohio. Devastating fire does not apply for oblique fire, so natural 1 doesn't count for anything, and we get a 2. Very good. Okay, so 8th Ohio then is destroyed, and we take the cohesion counter off, and 6th Alabama flips, is turned 90 degrees. So not bad, given that we rolled 2 1s, did some damage. Okay, so that's all I can do for the Confederate action phase. So we go to the end of the turn phase. The smoke token is removed. The crouch token remains attached because the cohesion of the 5th Maryland is still at 1, and there's nothing else to remove. I scratch off the turn, so that's turn 14 complete, bringing us to turn 15, which we'll return to in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.